Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of wetootalk. Stay right there. Well, my name is Mariam, and I'm a digital marketer. And yeah, that's basically it, right? What do you want to know?
What do you want to know?
What do they want to know?
If you have messages to Miriam, feel free to hit us on the comment section. I'm sure she'll respond to each and every one of you on what you want to know more.
Yeah. Don't ask me personal questions though.
Okay, so Miriam, it's like okay, so in digital marketing world, right, there is that perception of how social media affects people, how
Mm-hmm.
shapes people, not affects per se,
Mm-hmm.
how social media shapes people's mind. And as a digital marketer, you know that if you want to sell something, you have to like sort out some particular people. You have to know like, okay, there's a target audience, there's all those heavy languages. For people that are like that are new to digital marketing,
Mm-hmm.
how can they like leverage how social media, shape people's mind to get the kind of clients they want or to sell the kind of product they want to sell?
Hmm. Well, to be honest, I think the first thing you need to do is understanding your market. If you're going into maybe luxury perfumes
Yeah.
or wristwatches, or you have to actually know the kind of people you want to target, what kind of content resonates more with them, and in terms of their mind, or how best to what's the word, look into their minds,
Yeah.
right? You have to know the best content. Is it videos or pictures, and which works best for which platform? So yeah, I think that's like the best place to start if you're a business owner
Yeah.
for regarding social media.
So, when there is brands like Nike over the years,
Yeah.
we've seen them like do commercials where they bring in these commercials that are very short, very catchy, and then
Mm-hmm.
they have their own audiences.
Mm-hmm.
But however, like when you come down to like Nigerians, most businesses don't want to even make leverage of social media.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people actually argue like, what's the point of social media as far as I'm selling this way? As far as I'm selling well
Mm-hmm.
organically, not organically, maybe they market through like billboards and then they feel like okay, that's all
Mm-hmm.
they don't need that social media presence.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we like get to convince these people that okay, no, you need social media, you need to
Mm.
get distance because like you need social media.
Yeah. But well, I think now we're already in the digital age, so everybody needs to like come to terms with that and actually realize that your business would thrive more online because that's where everybody is right now. And in terms of those big brands that actually use catchy videos and pictures, and they've um, realized and found out the power of storytelling.
Yeah.
So that in itself is actually one killer trick for every brand to use. Not just about posting, just about your products, but what kind of content, again, what kind of content would actually stay in the minds of the people that are buying it.
Yeah.
The big brands, you see that they don't only post even though yeah they post their products, but that's not the only thing they do. You see them using people that look like us
Yeah.
to
To
you
sell the
yeah, to
brands.
sell the brand. So
And I'm
yeah.
thinking like nowadays the where we see people that nowadays people are content creators, right? We have many
Hmm.
content creators out there. We have people who want to show themselves. I think that's what social media is about, right? People trying to show themselves.
Yeah.
So if we have those much people trying to show themselves
Hmm.
and then trying to tell you who they are,
Hmm.
it's a way that okay, you too, you have to create brands that represent what they are. They have to feel like
Hmm.
seen in your own brand for you
Yeah.
to even like sell to them.
Yeah, to be honest, of course, for me personally, if I'm going to buy something, I have to see someone that is looks like me that is wearing that, or some, like, especially for people in my space
Yeah,
culturally, would like to, if we're buying something, we would like to see someone in a hijab, that would really make
Yeah,
me
it
want to
calls to
buy more, and I would see myself in that.
in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
So.
you said that, and it made me remember that I don't necessarily buy clothes
Mhm.
that are on white models.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't see myself. I would like, okay, yeah, this looks good. This looks good. In fact, some black people, if
Mhm.
their hair is not like low, sometimes I'll be like,
This might not be my
this might not be my
style.
thing, if
Yeah.
because
But
if
it
I'm
might actually be, but it's just
naturally
that
just
the representation is not.
it matters.
Yeah, it matters actually in that industry. So brands have to be careful
Yeah,
really with the kind of messaging they're putting out. And as we said, it's all about the mind and the kind of um idea
yeah,
you
kind of
or the kind of image you leave into the people you're
you.
trying to sell to. So
But
yeah.
that's another thing. So most of these brands cannot like have people that look exactly like us, though.
Yeah, but that's why you have to do your research and get people like, because you cannot just say, oh, you want your customers to be in this particular region to
Yeah.
be, and then you're advertising to other people
Oh
in
yeah.
somewhere else. Then it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't just
Doesn't
gel.
work. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it doesn't gel. So yeah.
I think it's important for like people to know that okay, social media
Mm-hmm.
is a powerful tool.
Yeah.
You get to reach 1,000 people in seconds, not the normal billboard that maybe people
Mm-hmm.
have to pass or like television that people have to watch or subscribe to a particular thing to see your stuff. Social media is like a free thing, and
Yeah.
then most people get to see your brand, and then you get to reach out to many people. So understanding how to speak to this set of people is
Mm-hmm.
very important, and then brand stories, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like what does your brand stand for? Are you just a brand with no story? And then I think I've seen like most of the small businesses in Nigeria have no stories at all. You
Yeah.
see somebody with like a hair salon. Okay, apart from a hair salon, what else? Or
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are plenty hair salons. So why should people not go to Mrs. A salon and come to your own? It will just take you a little bit of like it takes things very little things to just make you stay ahead of your competition actually.
Yeah.
So it's like when you understand, okay, this is how my audience reacts on this is how my audience reacts on social media. They listen, they go to Instablog, they go to this, they like this, they comment on this.
Mm-hmm.
Then you understand that okay, if this is how their mindset, if this is who they are online, then you get to understand the importance of like, okay, my content too should be something to that so that they could be able to see those. And then the more you work with Instagram algorithms and stuff, and you see that okay, when you like a post, you're more you're more chance to see more posts from that people. But the moment you keep going through your feed and you never like a particular post, Instagram shows you less of that post.
Yeah.
So it's you want people to be clicking your brand, you want people to be clicking your post, you want people to be commenting, to be engaging
Mm-hmm.
with your post. So I think that is another important thing to note. So as
Yeah.
you just said, storytelling is very important
Yeah,
for
that's
brands.
actually important. And I think one thing with brands that or they tend to miss out is maybe for small brands, I'm sure bigger brands think about all these things and they have an entire team for these things.
Yeah,
But smaller brands that tend to advertise like it's just me, I'm selling to just me. Or
yeah,
what kind of content will I want to see? But failing to realize that you're a different person from other people outside and the audiences, so you're not just selling to somebody like you're selling to a different person that perceives the message differently. So you
yeah,
also have to, as you're creating whatever strategy you're using, you also have to be adjusting it as it goes
yeah,
and fitting it into different types or different types of people. So, and generally the messaging that you're going to put out for someone in a particular age group will be different from the messaging you put out to someone in the youth or adolescents.
group, yeah,
So
for sure.
it's not just I just give you everything and just take it and you just
You just do your thing.
yes. So with social media, a lot of brands actually have to think outside the box. Don't just think, oh, it's just garbage in, garbage out. It's
Yeah,
not. Yeah, gone are the days where people do that to sell
brands.
their brands. So
And,
yeah.
it's also important for like you to get to understand your story. So
Yeah.
when you have your particular crowd, your own people, you don't necessarily have to like do things that are against your brand because you are looking for like customers.
Oh
No,
yeah, that's true.
so you have to just like, okay, this is what my brand stand for, and then you look out
Mm-hmm.
for your people will come to
Yeah.
you. Social
Yeah.
media is very big. That's different people. So people might
Mm-hmm.
I think you can be running an ad on social media, and then the next thing you see people commenting against the ad, and you're wondering where did this one come from? And then that
Yeah.
same ad will still give you sales. So it's like there's particular people that you should
True.
target. So don't necessarily, you don't have to change your brand perception just because you want more customers.
Yeah, you just have to find your people.
Yeah,
Like I mean, even in life, you just have to find your people with friendships and everything. So
yeah,
even with the digital world, you just have to find your people, your customers, and you cannot just say, "Oh, I'm selling, I'm selling." Oh, let's see, I'm selling a book and I'm selling to people that don't even read, or a
yeah,
particular set of people that don't even like, you know. So it just you just have to find your but true, some people you see some people are selling some things and they do aggressive marketing and they want to force it down your.
yeah.
So at the end of the day, you just have to find your own people and not just be aggressive about how you go about, go about it. So
So
yeah.
okay, have you like dealt with a brand that does not have a story but don't want a story?
Hmm. I think I have. Some people just want to sell.
Yeah,
They are not really all about the story. They are not all about, you know, basically what they stand for. As long
yeah.
as they just feel like as long as you know what we sell, that's okay.
That's
As long,
okay. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, there are companies or brands like that that are not really all about storytelling.
So how do we get digital marketers to like convince these brands that okay, you need to do this, you need to include storytelling as part of it?
Hmm. Well, I guess from the onset, from your meeting meeting
Yeah.
period, you would have to like express the importance of storytelling at the end of the day, and why it's important, and why you have to get the right, construct yourself better or put
Yeah.
yourself better in the market, where you're not just, all over the place. I
So
don't
it's
know.
I mean you're saying it's very important for you as a digital marketer to tell the brand, okay, we need to sell a
Yeah,
story
yeah,
from the get go
yeah,
because it'll be hard to change later on.
yeah.
All right.
No, but along the line you can.
I mean, you can still convince them, but
Yeah.
then it's just better to tell them. And then even if they give you like setbacks or they just don't want it,
Yeah.
then you tell them, okay, we're going to do it without this. But then in the future, when they see get to know you a little bit better and then see how you work, they can
Hmm.
just okay, let's try that idea you have of storytelling.
Yeah. And to be honest, everybody likes a good story.
Everybody likes a good
So
story.
even when you're convincing them, it's a story you're telling them. So you just have to give a good story of why they need storytelling.
Sure.
So yeah.
So what are the tips that brands can have to build online presence?
Hmm. Tips for online presence.
Yeah, building an online presence. Let's say a very low brand with nothing.
Hmm. Well, to be honest, it's just you need to know your target audience
Yeah.
first. Once that's in place, then you need to know what kind of content, and just structure yourself better. And already, since you've agreed, or giving yourself a go ahead to get to dive into the digital world, so how you're perceived
Yeah.
really matters. So yeah, I think with the tips, I think you just need to know who you're selling to, who you're talking to, and the kind of messages,
Yeah.
before you start even talking about the ads and
Yeah.
all of that.
And then also
So
make your page look interesting.
yeah, yeah, structured page. We don't want rowdy.
Don't want to see like
Yeah,
your
one
page and be
minute
wondering.
you're posting about your business, one minute you're posting about your cat and your dog. So
Yeah,
yeah,
people do that a lot. You see
yeah,
that okay, this is the owner of the account. You'd be like, okay, maybe this is the owner of the business, but the next thing is showing you his party, and then the next thing is telling you buy this shoe. The next thing is saying
yeah.
I'm out with friends drinking, and it's the same page. So I think you have to have a structured page. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that works, and then have good pictures too.
Yeah, have good pictures. And for a brand that is just starting up, I think it's very important to put your location and your contact
Yeah,
number, because I might just be on your page and not see a number or an address or or a review, and I'll
yeah,
just think you're a scammer, to be honest.
true, true,
Because
true, true.
I've honestly been scammed by someone that had a CAC certificate
Certificate.
on their
Oh, on
page.
their page.
Yeah, so you just have to, you know, show that you're legit. That's really important,
Yeah.
especially now. So people scam a lot.
It's true. People scam a lot, and then we need to see videos. And then please don't give false reviews. Some people just pay people to even make reviews.
Yeah.
So those are the things that will help your brand stand out. So reviews, video reviews
Mm-hmm.
for like Instagram video reviews, even if it's words, let's just agree. Some people even screenshot like WhatsApp reviews and
Yeah.
posts. Those things help increase your credibility.
Yeah. And to be honest, for a small brand, putting your face out there actually helps.
Yeah.
Like the face behind the brand.
The face behind the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it helps your credibility, as you said. So yeah.
All right.
All right. Um, Thank you guys for watching this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.